I'm a firm believer that if it's God's will to be done, then it will be done. And the it for me would be my natural hair. So if my natural hair is God's will to be done, then it will be done. No matter how many times I perm it, press it, curl it, or comb it, it will always go back to its natural state because it's God's will. My family embraced their afros wholeheartedly. During the 70s, afros were an important expression of self-awareness and empowerment. And by the time Chance and I had arrived, African Americans were perming and straightening their hair, and so was my mother. Around the 3rd grade, I began straightening my hair also. My mother and my beautician worked hard to straighten my hair, and because we were temporarily straightening it, it would frizz back up 3 days later. There are different ways to straighten African American hair. You can use heat like I was, or you can perm it like my mother was. African American hair is very versatile and durable, which means that we can add heat and make it straight, and then turn around and add water and make it curly again. We use oils and grease to moisturize our hair, and this is only because if we wash our hair every day, it would dry out. These are not the same grease that you wear. This is not the same grease that you cook with, like that you cook with after you, sorry. This is not the same grease that you scrape out of the pan after you finish cooking. This grease is specifically made for African American hair. Shea Moisture is also another key component for African American hair. It's a shampoo and conditioner made from organic shea butter, coconut, and hibiscus flowers. And this helps with dry, itchy, and damaged hair, and this is what I found most effective after a year of trial and error. I made the decision to stop putting heat on my hair my sophomore year in high school, and a few people didn't understand where I was coming from, but my thought process was, in 2 years when I go to college, no one is going to be able to straighten my hair the way my beautician did. And even if they could, I wouldn't have the money for it. So why not learn how to straighten it myself? Oh. My natural hair taught me to stop caring about what others thought of me. And I don't know if my mother did this on purpose, but she went natural around the same time I did. And let me stop here and explain the difference between my going natural and her going natural. I temporarily straightened my hair with heat, while she permanently straightened her hair with perms and relaxers. And she actually did cut off all her hair, and I remember specifically because she ran into my room screaming, "Taylor, I cut off all my hair," and she still had the scissors in her hand. It helped tremendously, and we got the same hair products. We tried them out together to see which ones were good for my hair and which ones weren't, and we even got our hair dyed the same color. And if I'm going to be honest, there were many challenges in the first 3 months. I felt as small as my height, which is 4'11" for a reference. My schoolmates did not hesitate to fluff it, pull it, spring it, and even go as far as to put their whole hand in my hair. They treated it like it was an alien, something that they had never seen before. And when my hair was in its protective hairstyles, I got called Harriet Tubman. When my hair was in its cornrows, which is the pre-stage before my favorite hairstyle, I got called Fetty Wap and Riff Raff. It was a poor comparison to my hair when they could have easily compared me to a generation of African American women who wear protective hairstyles, cornrows, and even their natural hair. And before I gained the confidence, I used to compare myself to women with consistent curls. My hair was heat damaged, so the ends of it would fall flat after about a week of not wearing it. It got to the point where I used to run into my mother's room screaming hysterically about how I wanted to cut off all my hair. And the guaranteed way to make yourself more insecure about yourself is to compare yourself to someone that you're not. Everyone in here is beautifully and wonderfully made, and it took me a while to figure that out myself. It wasn't until 3 months ago that I was able to comb, wash, and twist my hair by myself. My friends see my journey on Snapchat. I begin by parting my hair into 4 even sections. I then thoroughly comb each section. I shampoo, rinse, and repeat at least 4 times, and then I put in a leave-in conditioner. I recomb each section out and then put in a curl enhancer and then twist each section. And this takes at least 4 hours to do, and that's not counting the day it takes to dry. Doing my hair myself made me appreciate it a whole lot more. I didn't expect it to be easy, but I also didn't expect it to be as challenging as it was. It could be 2 minutes before we had to leave for somewhere important, and I would stand in my room in my mirror crying because I couldn't even form a decent ponytail. I didn't know how. And the more I learned about my hair, the more I learned about my confidence and all of its potential. Without the support of God speaking through my parents, I'd probably be up here speaking to you today about my passion for photography with a short curly afro. So I'll leave you with this proverb. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Thank you.